Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actress and comedian you know from her work on Saturday Night Live and Barbie. This weekend, she makes her SNL hosting debut with musical guest Billie Eilish, airing live on NBC and Peacock. Please welcome back to the show my very good friend, Kate McKinnon, everybody! Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
it's good to see you.
So
man.
what do you got there, Kate?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, this is my water jug.
That's your water jug. Now that's a massive water jug. How much water you got in a jug like that?
That's a gallon jug.
It's a gallon
Yeah,
jug.
I started pounding a daily gallon about 4 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a lot of gallons.
People ask me, do you have to pee all the time? Yeah, I do. I'm always on the hunt for a bathroom because of my jug. So, and I'm always carrying around my jug. And
Yeah.
then, so this was, I had a great plastic jug that I had with me for a few years. And then I read that will kill you. So I invested in this one, and this is
I got to imagine heavier than plastic.
this is weapons grade steel alloy.
This is so
So
heavy.
try to take
and
a drink from that.
I don't think it's full either.
Oh, that's full. Check that out.
This is right away. I'm feeling everything in there.
Yeah. So that's New York City tap water, finest in the nation.
Wow.
And
That's not a pleasant way to take a swig of water.
no, it's not.
Now,
You really have. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't live.
now, did you ever think of like having a half? Little bit of a splash zone there.
Yeah. But what it does do is I'm never alone. I always have a big, heavy friend with me.
Yeah.
And I feel.
Have you ever thought of
protected.
like, Tom Hanks and a face on it, like Castaway style?
No, it's not a person. It's a jug.
Now I guess I'm a little unsurprised that you're now jugging it because I've heard you're now a woods person. You live in the woods.
I live in the woods.
Yeah.
I have always lived in my mind, I have
Yes.
always lived in the woods.
When we met you, there was an assumption you came from the woods. And then we found it was, in fact, not the woods. But now you've found your true home.
I've returned
Yeah.
to where I was made. And yeah, I love it so much. I mean, I am the woods.
You
is
are the woods.
truth.
And do
and
the
I've-
woods, are the woods welcoming to you? Do you feel as though nature has
I have
opened its arms?
many friends in the woods.
Okay.
Many friends. The chipmunks, the birds, the turtles, the snakes.
Snakes.
The snakes. Yes, there are snakes.
Okay.
And which is different from in New York City because there's a lot of stuff in New York City, but there are no snakes. And so these garter snakes, they come out once a year for a week, and they kind of get together, if you know what I mean. I don't know what the hand motion for snakes getting together would be.
For snakes having sex? You don't know
Yeah.
what it is? It's not that, right?
It's something they've got.
Oh, they've
Do
got
you know they have two?
They have two.
Yeah.
And then do both sides have two?
I think they do.
Really? So it's a
Well,
two?
no. I think I think it's one, and I think it's two.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
So what does the other of the two do? If just sort of that.
Just smoke
yeah.
a cigarette.
Yeah.
Just hang out.
Just
yeah.
it's kind of like, here if you need me. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
They're out
this is
to
so
dinner.
much.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a lot
So
of
they all
this is a
come
lot of
out.
snake science we're
I
getting
know.
out for the
Well,
kids.
They all come out. It's
So
called
all the snakes come out to be coital with one another.
Yeah, and it is called a hemipene. Anyway, so
Wait, what? What is a hemipene?
two.
Is that called a hemipene, or is the
Yeah.
week where they all come out?
No, the two
Okay,
is
a
called
hemipene.
Anyway, so they all come out and they all do it, right? Okay. But then they go back to a place that I've learned is called a hibernaculum,
What's that?
which sounds like it's something from Slytherin or something where
Yeah.
Voldemort is, but it's just where they all hang all year.
Okay.
And so
So it's like a snake condo.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. Exactly. And so I saw all these snakes one week, and I happened to have another woods person over, and the woods person was like, let's see where they go so we can see where the hibernaculum is. And so their hibernaculum is my house.
So did you like walk out of your house and like follow snakes around to another part of your house?
Yeah. And so the front stoop,
Yeah.
and my friend, I opened it, and there were like 30. And I thought, okay, well, we're sharing. And we
that's
can share
interesting. So
because
if
we're
I saw 30 snake neath my stoop, I'm out of town. But you're okay with it. You can cohabitate with the snakes?
Oh, I'm happy to know that they're there.
Wow, which part of that makes you happy?
Well, if a burglar comes, maybe they'll be like, you know, you're not here. You don't go here. We know who does.
Do you have to put some sort of burglar-proofing training on the snakes? Have you thought about that? Because you can't just count on them having an instinct of being able to recognize who lives there and who's there to steal your wares.
That seems like more of a turtle thing.
Do you think turtles would be effective, like burglar-proofing?
These ones, yeah.
These ones? What kind of turtles do you have?
Snappers, big snappers.
Oh, snappers. Yeah.
Gigantic. They'll take your leg off.
Kate, this is very exciting.
Do you want to name the jug? Because its name right now is Jug.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to give it a name and you're going to snap at me and tell me it's not a person again. Jack.
Nah, it's not a Jack.
First time hosting SNL.
Yes.
Nervous?
No, it's something I always wanted to do.
Right.
Like, dream was to be on the show, and then dream of dreams, exponential dream was to host the show, which is like beyond the imagination.
It's really cool. They're going to be very happy to have you back. You have a large breadth of characters I'm sure people are going to want to see again. Are you the kind of person... I have to ask you a question. Are you the kind of person, when you left, did you feel that sort of phantom show starting at 11:30 on Saturday?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't know, because I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Well, in the woods, you know, you go to sleep at 9:30, you wake up at 6:30,
Yeah.
so I'm on woods time now.
You wake up at 6:30 when you hear the snakes under the stairs. Because it is, yeah, just like...
Okay.
Oh, that's quieter than I thought it was.
Trying not to feel bad.
Oh, is he left out?
Yeah. Thinking, oh, I can do something else. I'll just hang. I'll hang right here.
Knock on the side and ask if you're done yet.
Hey guys. You want to switch out? Or, nope. Okay.
I have This was exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. I have a lot more questions. Will you stick around and I can ask you those questions then? We'll be right back with more Kate McKinnon.